All right, hopefully you guys can see me and hear me now clearly. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm sure I lost a lot of viewers because of that. But I apologize, guys, for the technical difficulties I just had setting up the stream. I know it's definitely a trivial thing that should have been resolved prior to the stream, but Geosurge, you're a funny guy, man. Thanks so much, man. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. For all of you guys that didn't get caught up in the previous stream. All right, man. So what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Are we gonna get out of this downtrend? Let's see. We're gonna find out, man. I mean, it's definitely we had a good day today, right? We had some nice price action. All right, so the screen went black. Can you guys still see me or no? Okay, yeah, all right. Let me know if the screen's fine or not. My wife is making stuff up. What's going on, guys? All right, so we do have an interesting development here. It is possible. All right, we can see this divergence forming here. Right, low, higher low on the RSI, but low and lower low on price, right? So we're gonna see if we can end up breaking this supply line right around this $36,000 area. All right, this is definitely an important area for Bitcoin to break. It obviously is confluent with these areas right here, close to this $40,000 area, and this wedge here is a big wedge, man. Like, this is a big wedge. 70% measured move. If we can break out of this, we're talking about a move back towards the top of this wedge. You guys all know about falling wedges and how these play out. We're looking at about a 67% chance of a break to the upside if we can break out of this area. All right, guys. That's the key point here. I want to let you guys know. There's a 67% chance if we do break to the upside here. All right, these are the targets. Okay. If we do not break to the upside, can I show you where we're in Wyckoff? No, I don't have the Wyckoff thing up right now. That's not my deal. I'm not like all about this Wyckoff accumulation theory that everybody is theorizing right now. There's a couple things that I see on this chart that you guys should be aware of. One is this wedge right here that we formed, and two, if we don't break out of this wedge and we break to the downside, right, there's about a 23% chance that we end up breaking down right out of this wedge, and we have this this head and shoulders pattern that everyone's talking about. It is actually real, right? So this is a real thing to have an understanding of. Okay, I think I went through this last stream with you guys. I'm going to go through it again. All right, we break above the 21 EMA. And we break above the 50-day moving average here to kind of negate this death cross we had. We're going to see price go back up to this $40,000 range. All right. Or basically, I'm going to say this again. I'll show you guys this again. Now we have this head and shoulders pattern. In my opinion, it's still something to pay attention to, especially if we reject this area. Okay. This 21 EMA is something to watch out for. This $36,000 area. Okay, guys. We just put a nice daily candle in yesterday. All right, beautiful, beautiful. We got right up here. Okay, we didn't quite make a double bottom. We made a slightly lower low. Okay, but what ended up happening was we made a higher low on the RSI. All right, so we do have some bullish divergence. Right, which can catalyze this move up to this 38, 39, maybe even $40,000 area. All right, and that's where we need to really pay attention, because if we cannot get above these areas here, okay, this is what I'm talking about as problem area. All right, this week is super, super important for the for this asset. And this is what we're looking at. This supply line right here. I'm going to go over this 1,000 times. I want everyone in this chat to understand. There's a 67% chance we break out of this to go up. All right? 67% chance. There's a 23% chance, doing that math correctly, there's a 33% chance, excuse me, 33% chance that we end up breaking down, right? And if it's a 70% move to the upside, that means it's also, if we break down, a 70% chance to the downside as well, all right? So just so you guys know, 70%. Is this line up where I have drawn this line right here? It's roughly around 20,000 US dollars, all right? If we break down, we're probably going to head down towards this 20K level. If we break up, we're talking about testing the top, the all-time highs. It's literally that simple, okay? That's it. That's all you need to know about this. Right now, the oscillators are pointing up, right? We're showing, yes, IJ Money, we definitely need to make that closure above 30K. Otherwise, we will print a 6-month bearish doji candle or dragonfly doji candle. Yeah, let's go to the 6-month chart. I'm going to show you guys that real quick. So what is interesting is on the 6-month right now, as of right now, we're printing a continuation signal. All right, this isn't confirmed for another 3 days, right? So 3 more days, we're going to confirm a 6-month continuation, okay? Now, I don't know how we're going to do that sitting at 87 on the RSI, but well, you can see that the volume is starting to, I mean, this is a 6-month chart, so let's go to like the monthly or something. So the monthly chart right now obviously doesn't look too good, right? We have a yellow candle here. This is telling us maybe further downside. So the smaller time scales, okay, are telling us we will see more downside, right? This weekly candle closure we had here just now was pretty interesting, right? We ended up touching the 50-day moving average and closed, right at this line, like literally right at this line, kind of negating all of this selling that happened here last week. Right? It's all about candle closure. It's all about what's happening with these candles and where they close, right? So this is interesting, right? We closed right at this level here on the weekly. We didn't actually make a lower candle body closure on the weekly, right? So this is kind of interesting to see. This is a big week, guys. Big week for crypto, all right? If we end up holding above these levels and holding this neckline here, all right, then we can make new highs. If we break out of this area, if we reject the 21 and this supply line, guys, you guys already know there's a 33% chance we will break down, okay? If not, we're looking at a break up. This is where we're at. We're at a decision point. 100% decision point right now. This week is the decision point. Okay? With that being said, we do have some interesting setups, and RLC was one of them. IJ Money, it looked like it could be a double bottom on the weekly, yeah. All right. So this setup is pretty interesting because we actually got a candle closure as a breakout. This looks like it's coming to back test the wedge, right? And what was also interesting about this setup was you could see that the volume on this asset has completely receded, right? Now, of course, a lot of these technical patterns are kind of reliant on Bitcoin doing good things, right? So, but we did get a daily bullish cross, All right, we got the bullish cross. And we started to make our first level of positive momentum since we've seen since May 17th. All right, so it's been almost a month of just selling pressure coming in. It's going to be a nail-biting week for sure, man. And what I also want to look at is what the equities markets are doing right now, because they do indeed have an impact on what's happening here with Bitcoin, right? And of course the DXY. We're going to look at the DXY as well. So the S&P at all-time highs, man, all-time highs. And starting to build up this positive momentum again. So very interesting here. Let's go to the weekly chart. Oh wow, we're printing a weekly continuation signal here on the S&P, man. Looking pretty good right now. The S&P looking like it wants to make even higher prices. And we just gotta watch this RSI though, right? We are sort of making some divergence here. Higher highs on price, but lower highs on the RSI, right? So something to take note of there and pay attention to, right? Now, bearish divergences don't always play out in super bullish conditions. They usually don't play out as badly, right? They're going to play out. We're going to probably see a pullback at some point in the S&P. Look at the Dow. TJX or something, right? Dow futures. It's YM, right? Dow is also up and putting in what looks to be a weekly continuation as well. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content here, please make sure you guys smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you're new to the channel, take the little bell. All right, make sure you guys get all the updates here at Swing Trade Pros. If you guys are, you guys were aware, we were streaming, and we will be continuing to stream live signals on Bitcoin and Ethereum throughout the week. We're also going to be putting out some static content this week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Obviously, any recap on trade setups. By the way, we did call out Rune today. This one made a nice move. We actually posted this on TradingView, so make sure you guys check this out. Give it a like, give it a comment. We posted this at $5.55. You guys can see it's already trading $6. And this is a nice channel up trade here. Falling wedge pattern, right? Classic node setup. All right. Are we going to the moon? That's a good question, man. We kind of went through this already, right? We're looking at this wedge, man. If we can break out of this wedge, we can definitely see higher prices, right? We spoke about this before. Right below the daily 21 right now. And the daily is putting in a daily continuation signal here. I mean, we have the full day, though, to trade. We did get some volume yesterday. We did get a little bit of volume. See the spike of volume we got right there towards the bottom of the range. The only thing that I don't like was the fact that we continued to make lower lows on price, all right? So, yes, we did reject this area for now. But, yeah, this is it, the wedge, right? If we break up, boom, we're going to go up to test the highs. We break down, we're going to go and test $20,000 level. That's it. It's just really that simple. That's the measured move. All right. Yeah, we'll take a look at XRP. If you guys want to throw in your requests, go for it. Take a look at some stuff. So I did have a nice little Gartley setup here on XRP. It did go below my entry here a bit, but also in this wedge format, right? So daily low, higher low on the RSI, with roughly the same lows on price. Right, roughly the same lows on price. Pretty close. All right, so you can see the volume coming in here today or yesterday. Right, we're still within this wedge formation. Kind of looks like Bitcoin, right? And you're still holding above the 50-day moving average here. It just looks like a back test of the breakout, right, for XRP. And you can see the momentum sort of weaning off. We're creating this daily MACD bullish divergence here, right, with this low and a lower low on price, but a higher low on the negative momentum here. So we have a divergence on the momentum. We do have an MFI buy signal that came in, right? So you can see the volume that came in yesterday as well. You guys already know my long term on XRP, man. You guys already know my long. If we end up continuing this bull market, I mean, even the pennant here is a silly number. 11,926% on this pennant breakout, man. It's silly. I mean, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do this entire move, I don't think. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about $64 or, you know, just call it $35 for XRP. I have these areas here marked off on the chart 9, 15, and 30. But yeah, I'm thinking like $9 by the end of this run if we end up continuing this bull market. All right. Cardano, yep, let's take a look at it. Also printing a 6-month continuation candle, which I thought was really interesting here. Check it out. So in 3 days, we're going to close and confirm a 6-month continuation signal here. All right. By the way, if you guys are interested in the STP indicators, make sure you guys check those out at swingtradepros.com. Right. It's $57 for the month for the indicators. It comes with 10 indicators. Walk you guys through those. We got the RSI bands, the MACD candles, the STP buy sell zone indicator. That's this indicator here letting us know the price action within the next 6 months. This is a wonderful indicator to have at your hand and your fingertips because you're able to get this type of information, right? What else you guys got? We got 36 people on tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Make sure you guys smash up that like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel, and join the Discord if you guys haven't done so already. That's where all of the trading stuff is going on right now. When comparing alts to their BTC value, is it better to buy when it's higher or at the lows? It's always better to buy at the lows, my man. Buy low, sell high. We could see the alts suffer a little bit, or not suffer, but at least you know, not perform as well as Bitcoin here in the coming days, because Bitcoin dominance is on the rise. I did say that we're in a similar type of structure that we were back here, okay, where we proceeded to reject the 21 EMA here on the weekly, and I think we're going to do the similar type of situation. We're going to get up close to the 51, 52% area and reject it and continue on down. And that will be catalyzing this next major altcoin rally if we do continue this bull market. And I'm saying that if we do because We need a couple things to have happen here within this week. Really, this week is the most important week for this asset, okay? I cannot stress this enough. The monthly candle close and the 6-month candle close here are super, super, super important. Bitcoin, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Really do. Thank you so much. All right. Let's look at ETH, because ETH is also printing a 6-month continuation signal. All right. And there it is, guys. The 6-month continuation signal that we're seeing on a few of these major altcoins here. This is not something to joke about and not something to ignore. I suspect we will see this asset move, if we continue this bull market, up to this, I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but up to this 13,000, even on up to close to 25,000 US dollars on this run, all right? That's if we do continue this bull market, all right? 6 months, we could see some crazy price action. It could get nutty, man. It's going to get nutty. It's going to be like 2017 all over again if this bull market continues, all right? How is the DXY? DXY is actually printing a 6-month bear signal here, right? Continuation to the downside on the 6-month chart, which closes in almost 3 days, just like Bitcoin, right? So it's the inverse, right? We're gonna see the 6-month chart here about to cross down on the DXY, guys. This is super, super big close for the DXY. We're gonna see some fireworks go off here in the next couple days. That's what I'm talking about, all right? This positive momentum weaning off, we're going to see the DXY go into bearish territory. Right now, it's still in bullish territory here on the 6-month. But in the next year, or the next 6 months, right? The next 6 months, we're going to see this cross, have a bearish cross, man. That's going to send the markets to crazy, crazy prices. This is something that we all want to be hearing right now, right? This could take some time, right? Couple weeks, man, maybe a couple weeks. That's why this candle close is super, super important this week. Make sure you guys pay attention to what's going on in this market this week. All right. Obviously, the weekly here, making this divergence. We did cross bullish here on the week, but making a lower high versus the previous high here, right? And we are right now, we're still rejecting the 50-day moving average. I will say this, though, guys. I will say this. It is possible that Bitcoin can rally with the DXY going up, all right? There is situations where we saw Bitcoin rally with the DXY going up, right? And yeah, the monthly isn't closed yet. What happens if we get a major rejection this week? This will negate this breakout and will send DXY on down. That is what we're paying attention to this week. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys smash up the like button if you guys are liking the content, and smash the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Tick the little bell, all right? And looks like Bitcoin's going green on the day right now. Or about to, anyway. Super, super interesting. This price action is super interesting, guys. Pivotal moments here in this bull market. Again, we're at like a decision. We are seriously at a decision point. Okay. So if you guys have any other altcoins you guys want me to cover, definitely throw them in the chat. We've been live for 25 minutes. Thank you guys so much, all right? Cosmos throwing that 6-month continuation signal. Check it out, guys. All right. You guys think about some of these assets that really haven't even been around for that long. You're talking about like a couple years maybe. Just think long-term stuff on some of these, man. Like they're gonna, I mean, like you could be buying the next Apple stock. You could be buying the next whatever stock. We see a pullback at the 21 EMA. You know what? It's very possible we get a pullback there, Amir. But we've tested it a few times, so if we get a pullback or a rejection there, I would say that we're going to be rejecting it and not breaking out through it, all right? What we do want to see is we want to see a break above it, and a pullback candle afterwards to back test it. That's what we want to see. We want to see a breakout and then a back test. That is exactly what we're looking to see, Amir, on this, right? All right, ALCX. I think we charted this one before, right? Crypto Soldier. Yeah, this looks interesting, right? Bottom, double bottom here. Well, let's actually fit it from this low here. Problem is we don't have that much chart data on this. So 1, 4, and 4. Div extension. Yeah, we can check. We can take a look at Litecoin, Bitcoin. Sure, absolutely, man. Litecoin, you're up. You're on deck, man. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, brother. Appreciate that. All right, man. Here's the wedge for Litecoin. The falling wedge for Litecoin. All right, we're showing the divergence. It's there. It's clear as day, right? We got the bullish cross here yesterday. All right, this looks promising, man. This looks promising. You're in the squeeze here on the DMI indicator, right? The Bollinger Band squeezing. You're in a daily Bollinger Band squeeze in a falling wedge. All right, excellent, excellent opportunity. Looks like. Okay, and you can see the RSI here trekking on back up. All right, started to pivot the other direction. HTR, Zen, Dent, Mina. We got Atom to cover. All right. Let's see. I guess it didn't quite do that whole measured move, huh? It's unfortunate. I mean, a lot of these structures look very, very similar, right? This looks like a nice falling or descending wedge pattern. You can see the divergence here as well. Also building, right? Low and higher low on the momentum oscillator with a lower low on price. That is the divergence you want to see in a wedge, man. And in terms of a measured move, we're looking at from the bottom to the top of the wedge an 83% move, which should take you back up to the highs of this wedge around 20 bucks on Atom, all right? We could see a move right back up to 19, 20 bucks. Mina, we can look at Mina. Never even heard of this one, but let's take a look at it. Pretty wrecked. Not really too much chart data on this one, brother. But yeah, this looks like a nice bottoming action here. Again, not really too much to chart here. Just looks like it's been in a big downtrend. So your first major target is this 236 fib extension around 2 bucks. You know, you got this trend line here back from when it got put on the exchange, and also looks to be like some sort of wedge opportunity here as well. Okay. And you're looking at about a 262% measured move. Obviously, you guys know that the major target is the $10 area on the wedges, right? In terms of percent, I'm still like probably close to 6x, 7x long term here. Yep. Dent, we can look at Dent. forget, guys, we started Swing Trade Pros in October of 2019, so we were already buying dips back in 2018 when Bitcoin was, 32, 3,300. But we didn't know when this bull market was actually going to start, so we started this business a little bit before this big bull run, right? Oh yeah, I'm actually about 60% in ETH, 40% or 30% in BTC. Soldier, no, we did not close the monthly candle. Not until this week, man. Not until this week. But Dent, nice wedge opportunity here as well. 4 hour, looking nice. About to cross bullish here on the 4 hour. The daily also. You can see the positive momentum coming back in here, right? And we're looking at, well, 300% measured move, man. Right back to the top. The swing is back to 2 pennies. That is quite the swing opportunity there, sir. Can I chart Zen? Yeah, sure, we can chart Zen. And HTR. Let's take a look at HTR. Alright, so this one didn't quite hold up on the ascending triangle setup. Alright, we did have this wedge break a little bit here, right? Got this wedge break. Got rejected by the 21. I'll keep them going as long as we get the viewers, man. That's the thing. I know that sounds selfish, but I mean, my time is worth something, right, guys? Come on. All right, yeah, so this nice another wedge opportunity right to the top of the wedge. Probably right back on up to $1.50, man. $1.50 this top. Right. And, look where you're pivoting. You're pivoting right in this cluster area of support that you developed here back in February, January. I'm not being an a-hole, man. I'm just being real. That's it. Just be real with the people, man. They just want somebody real, man. All right, so low, higher low on the RSI, divergence, right? Low, lower low on price with RSI trekking up. You guys see the divergence here? All right, come on. We got 42 people watching, 25 likes. Let's smash them up, boys and girls. All right, MIR, we'll take a look at that. Is this a new coin? I feel like this is a new one, right? I don't know which chart has the most chart data. Gemini also holding this one, huh? Looks like Binance has the most chart data on this. So we're gonna just like this. All right, so we hit a 200% retrace. Yeah, let's see. What do we got going on here, man? This looks like maybe some sort of nothing good, really. This is a, a bear flag. Yeah, I mean, just a bearish pennant on this, man. This doesn't look too good. Doesn't look good. All right, bearish pennant on this. This could, if it doesn't hold this demand line, we could see a major move back. The downside on this, you're looking at 60%. So I don't know. Right, it could go down to 250, but if you end up breaking up because the market is going up right now, you could also see, a 60% move up. That happens. Yeah, that's definitely not a, that's not a bearish look, and that's not a bullish looking pattern, guys. All right. Bitcoin, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Juicy Lucy, let's take a look at a link. Sure, let's take a look at it, man. Falling wedge opportunity on Chainlink for sure on this, right? I had these areas targeted in case we went into like a major downturn. These would be value areas, all right? Yo, Black Sheep in the house. What's up, dude? So Chainlink, right? The falling wedge. We're talking about the falling wedge here, guys. Nothing new here. All the same stuff, right? Oh yeah, we'll look at Zen in a second, man. I actually have a bag of that. Got to look at that too. 124% measured move, so this is putting this right back around that $36 area, $40 area. We'll take a look at Zen here in just 1 second. Zen. Zen also in the same type of structure, man. Falling wedge. You guys know the top is the target, 150 bucks long term here. Now, this could take a month or two to get right back up there, depending on the price action. So I think long term, the long term target I had, and it sounds crazy, guys, but $1,000 for Zen, maybe up to the 1618, 345 US dollars. We already saw Zen come up to about 150, 160. So this swing, we could easily get back up to these levels, pending Bitcoin makes new all-time highs, and we remain in this bull market. All right. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? Did I miss any tickers, guys? Oh, Amp, Matic, and or 1 inch. Angel. All right. We'll get it, man. Yeah. Not a lot of chart data on this, but this does look like some sort of cipher pattern, right? This does look like some sort of ABCD type of structure, right? And maybe not. Maybe not. We're a little bit too deep on this retrace. But from the swing low to the swing high, we did a basically 100% retrace. That's interesting. Interesting. And it looks like you had a bit of a breakout here yesterday, right? You broke this trend line. You got a clear break on it on the 4 hour, and you can clearly see this green candle right here, right, as the breakout candle. And you just crossed bullish here on the 4 hour. You got that nice squeeze you broke out of. So you're looking at your next target up here around that 6.5 cent area, around the 50-day moving average here on the 4 hour. And on the daily, you're looking at, if this is a wedge, which maybe looks like it could be one. Yeah, it looks like it could be a wedge, right? You got the break. You actually got a daily breakout. So your target, if this is a falling wedge, man, your target is the top, which is 12.2 cents. Okay. That's it. Matic. Also forming some sort of triangle here. All right, some sort of triangle formation. Okay. We could see some more sideways action before we resolve the triangle. And it does look like we're coming out of this negative momentum, right? And we're starting to show this divergence on the momentum, right? Negative momentum weaning off, but holding the lows on price. And 1 inch. I had something interesting drawn out here, right? So some sort of harmonic structure on 1 inch, and it's kind of respecting it right now. It looks like it's still in the structure. We're getting above the 21 EMA. Your next major target here is 260. If you can get above that while you're looking at this next fib here around 287 and on up the Fibonacci's, okay? I did not do VeChain yet. VeChain, I'll take a look at that for you, Bones. The VeChain looking like a down-sloping channel right now, right? You guys don't really want to mess with these until you see them break out of the channel, really. But we are starting to show signs of negative momentum weaning off. There is some divergence here on the momentum oscillator. It does give you a bit of an edge on the market here. We could see this come back up to test this 8.8 cent area, depending on what Bitcoin does. Right? All right, guys. Now, this is a super important week, man. I mentioned this before. It's a super important week for a lot of these assets and for the crypto market itself. But yeah, I mean, VeChain, here you go. I mean, you got this going on here, though. You do have some sort of wedge opportunity here. Okay. Fourth and XLM. So not too much chart data on this. Looks like you're rejecting the 50-day moving average, but the highest volume that you've ever seen came in yesterday. That's something to take note of. And we did put a daily continuation signal in, so we could see this break the 50-day moving average. All right, and yeah, this was a channel down breakout. See that? This is the channel down breakouts that you want to see with volume. So it's probably going to spend a day back testing this breakout, which is what we're doing right now. How you doing, Steve? We'll look at XLM here. XLM looks like we might be close to a death cross here. But what's interesting here is the fact that we got a bullish cross, all right, and we have this divergence in momentum. Okay. We have some sort of wedge opportunity here. It looks like we might. Pretty close to a wedge opportunity, wedge breakout opportunity, I would say, right? You guys know your target, man. Your target is the top, 75 cents. Now putting you close to this all-time high. That's it. Band. I didn't check out Band yet. This rising wedge played out, man. The rising wedges, man, it can be ugly, man. This could come all the way back down to like $1. Good. Unless, of course, Bitcoin reverses and gets completely bullish again. I mean, this looks like you're starting to see some rounding, just like the rest of these assets right now. So you could see a short-term move back up. Right. Sure, Angel, we could definitely look at Ethereum class. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Again, Ben, if the wedge plays out, we can go back up to the top. All right, Ethereum Classic. All right, man, so we got a perfect retrace or perfect back test of this cluster of support here, okay? We came right back down to this $36 area and pivoted right off this fib extension, all right? And just like a lot of these other assets right now, this actually looks really nice, right? You have a major trend line here that you're going to try to break, and you have bottom and double bottoming stuff happening down here. This looks really nice. Ethereum Classic looks really nice, and yes, this could be a wedge, right? We have a couple touch points here that, you know, 1, 2, 3 touch points. All right, this could be a serious opportunity, guys, for a swing trade, man. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Swing trade pros, man. This is it. This is it, guys. This is it. These are the opportunities we look for. Got a major retrace. This thing was $183 not too long ago, right? And the volume receding here, the daily in a squeeze, and the momentum implying that it's weaning off, right? We're close to getting a cross back up here on the MACD candles. It's looking good. It's looking good. Right, we could maybe see some more consolidation before a breakout. Really depends on what Bitcoin's going to do here, and I think that's what everybody's waiting to see, man. This week is super, super, super important for Bitcoin. And you can see we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, like you're looking at minimum if we do get a breakout up to $50 in the short term if we get this breakout, all right? Whack off accumulating, nice. Again, all these patterns are going to be really reliant on what Bitcoin does, guys. Just keep remembering that, okay? New cipher, yeah, I'm taking a look at. We can take a look at that one, man. Sure. Is this it? This is this one, right? Oh yeah, it's this one. This is the one. Like we're still in this type of down sloping channel here. This is a nice consolidation, down sloping consolidation pattern. Unfortunately, we could have some more room to go down, man. I hate to say that, but we can. We can like chop around here for a while before we really get a breakout. Okay. But if the whole market starts to move, then this is going to move with it. We are at a pretty important cluster of support, right? Or we could be pivoting. Crypto me, that is really up to you, man. We covered RLC already. I actually did a static video on it. You guys should definitely go back and take a look at that one. BTC and ETH we've been covering, obviously. SKL looks really nice down here as well if you guys are looking for something at an area of value, right? Yeah, we could take a look at Cody, man. Take a look at it. Just give me a second. So top of the channel here on SKL is roughly 38 cents, and obviously this could be a nice trade up to that top of the range, and maybe then look to short it if it doesn't break out of it, right? But see the volume is receding, right? So we could get a major breakout on this. All right, we're gonna take a look at Cody, then we're gonna look at Cake here from Nick, and look at Cody. Get some crazy target prices on this before this big drop. Lots of things drawn here. Always fun to go back to charts that you haven't seen in a while. All right, you look. Yeah, looks like a wedge opportunity. It's a good question, IJ Money. Maybe I will do a stream Thursday night for you guys. All right, it's a big candle close for sure. I'll consider it done on the schedule this week. But yeah, Cody looking nice, man. Got the divergence coming in here, the negative momentum weaning off, and starting to build up here. Right. That would be yeah, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday night, I think, right? So you get the candle, the last monthly candle close would be Wednesday. That'd be Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday evening. Yep. Cool. All right, so Cody can go right back up to the top here around this this 49-cent area. You can just probably assume up to 52 cents. If we do make this entire measured move back up, you know, big falling wedge opportunity there. All right. All right. And then Cake. Yeah, let's take a look at Cake. I had this drawn out already. Looks like we broke this demand line, unfortunately. So we did have this bear flag kind of play out, or this pennant play out, right? and we broke to the bottom here. So we're still in this major bear flag on cake. And this would be your line of resistance that we're looking at to break out of. And let's see, are we forming any sort of divergence? We are forming some sort of divergence here. Okay, so you got this negative momentum kind of playing out, or weaning off here. You got maybe a bullish cross. You're about to get a bullish cross here. Right. And in terms of, I mean, I'm definitely not going to include that scam wick. That's just a crazy scam wick. So swing low to swing high, you did about a 23.6% retrace, which is something normal you see. If you get a bullish reversal here, this is super, super bullish if you get it, right? Massive head and shoulders pattern could be, right? If we end up if we don't break out, right? But the neckline for the head and shoulders is like all the way down here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you could see this as a head and shoulders pattern. See it, right? It looks just like Bitcoin. But the only thing here that's interesting, though, is you have this bullish divergence, all right? Now, if you don't break out, of this area here, right? If you don't break this neckline and you reject it, you're going to come back down to the lows and test this neckline, right? So yeah, it's going to depend on what Bitcoin does, guys. All these patterns are going to depend on what Bitcoin does. Even the falling wedge patterns, all right? All going to depend on what Bitcoin does. And you can also argue that there is a bit of a wedge here as well on cake, right? Okay. So within this head and shoulders, there is a wedge that could play out. And if the wedge plays out to the top side, you're looking at a move to the top, right? If not, you're looking at a move down. And right now on the oscillator, you're building this. You're coming out of this negative momentum. You're still in bearish territory here, of course, but this is the area that you would be wanting to buy, not sell. That's all I got on cake. See how that plays out, man. All right. Could end up getting really ugly if we reject this this resistance line here. It could end up getting a big move down. That could happen. As the weekly time scale right now is, well, I mean, we did get this hold above this neckline, or this 236 pip extension. So there is that. There is a chance that you could hold these areas here. Okay. Oh, it's about there. How does algo look? Sure, we can take a look at algo. Interesting. So algo actually back tested this support area, and got a spring and made a lower high and came back down again to the bottom of the rectangle. And it's just in a rectangle range, right? Rectangle range. Is that a low? Is that a higher low on the RSI? That's pretty close. That's technically a higher low on the RSI. That's 3-day bullish divergence here on the RSI. All right, 3-day bullish divergence on the RSI. The MACD oscillator is weaning off here, right? They're weaning off the momentum, negative momentum, right? So we do have some sort of hidden bullish divergence here on the MACD. Okay. It's not really confirmed to be hidden just yet on the MACD, but the RSI for sure, 3-day bullish divergence. We saw that, right? And the daily chart, no divergence really here on the daily. The MACD is showing some daily divergence though, right? Because these lows here on the negative momentum are lower lows on price than these lows down here, or roughly the same lows, right? Well, yeah, these are lower lows on price, lower levels of negative momentum. Okay. Bitcoin with the bullish cross, right? Could be some fireworks tomorrow, guys. See if we can get this breakout. Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Make sure you guys smash up that like button if you guys enjoyed the content here at Swing Trade Pros. If you guys are new to the channel, new to trading, make sure you guys join the Discord. Smash up the subscribe button and tick the little bell. We'll catch you guys on the charts at a later date. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. You guys have a wonderful week. Catch you guys in the Discord.